protective style update. Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? I've just been rocking these twists for a while, and I wanted to just give you a hair update or a braid update and how it's all going. I've had these braids in for coming up to 6 weeks now. I just want to share with you what's going on. It's looking hella ratchet, let's be real, but from afar you can't tell. This is what my hair is looking like. My edges, this side is not great at all compared to this side. Can you see? You can see it a lot better now. You see, this side is beautiful, and then coming all the way around, and then you get to this side, which is very sparse. Ooh, I feel like I've maybe done a lot more pulling on this side, a lot more tension on this side. This side looks good. This side looks good. Looks a lot. Can you see that? It looks a lot better compared to this side. This side looks quite sparse actually, and it's a little bit worrying, just a little bit worrying. I've been spraying water in my hair, although I don't spray every day. So every 2 to 3 days I spray my hair, and in this, just as a reminder, I have water, I have aloe vera juice, I have eucalyptus oil and rosemary oil in this. I also have some shea butter in here, which probably doesn't really need to be in here, but it's just because there was an incident and part of my shea butter melted, so I just didn't want to waste it and I put it in here. Probably not the best idea, because if I show you, can you see that? It's kind of just gunked up. It smells quite nice though. It smells very medicinal. I just spray my hair all around, especially my scalp. It reduces the itching, because if you don't know, I do not oil my scalp at all. I let my scalp produce its own natural oil. I let that sort of run down the shaft of my hair. So to oil my ends, I have been using Follicare replenishing oil. It's small, but I think a little goes a long way, and I just put a little bit in the palm of my hand and I just kind of squeeze it in all the braids, just focusing towards the end, because obviously that's where my hair is, having already spritzed my hair often, but sometimes we'll use a lotion on my ends. Right, so this is what's happening on the inside, and as you can see, my scalp does not it doesn't look flaky, but you can see like, I don't know what you call it, but white buds from where my hair has been probably shed out from the root, I would say, because obviously when you have your hair in a protective style, especially like braids, it still does cause a little bit of damage to the hair, so you have to still be, you know, very careful with how you handle your hair. And that's why, like, stylists would advise not to have your hair braids, like heavy braids, for longer than 3 weeks at a time. Obviously we're going into the 6th week, so my hair has been in braids for double the time, and at this point in my life I can't see myself taking it out this weekend or even in the next week. I don't know if you can see very well. Okay, so this is like the parts that aren't so great. You can see, I think there's been a lot of tension on this side and a lot of breakage, and if you look at where my hair meets the extension, you can see the white buds are where my hair has been ripped out from the root. So obviously that will cause some damage to my hair. See, my scalp is not actually, it's not flaky. I haven't shampooed my hair. I haven't washed it or clarified it at all. Like, sometimes that causes more damage than good. The reason why I say it causes more damage than good is when you're taking out all the gunk, and like, it's because the gunk doesn't have anywhere to go, you know, and it just kind of builds up there. And when it builds up there, I would advise that if you really want to clean your scalp, you could use wet wipes, like baby wipes, and just go through it like that. That's a great alternative to actually washing your hair. Yeah, like maybe apple cider vinegar on a cotton bud, water or whatever on a cotton bud, and go over your scalp and do it bit by bit like that, so that way your scalp will stay fresh. And the inside, to be fair, I don't think that it looks that bad. It's just this bit doesn't look great, and for that, what I usually do is your trusty Jamaican black castor oil on my edges, just on my edges, because just on the edges. If you have a better way of doing this, comment below. I might do a separate video on how to keep your edges fresh. But I wanted to show you something, because you know this side is going crazy. Look at this. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that is not great. I'm actually just gonna cut it off. I'll tell you what happened last week. I was doing something, I had my hair down, and I don't know if I pulled too hard, and I just saw the hair on the floor. I was like, oh no, why are you trying to embarrass me right now? I believe it came from here. Can you see that? This little tough bit here. This little tough bit here, and it just pulled the hair with it. Because I don't want a repetition of that, I'm just going to take this one out. I reckon if I let this particular braid stay in, or twist rather, stay in, it's just going to rip my hair out. Look, can you see? Oh gosh, now how am I going to sort this out now? Now I've got because now, can you see that? A bit of build up, which is really hard to see. But I'm just going to spritz my finger and then separate it. And I think my hair will love me a bit more having done that. And look at this, look at beauty guru moment. Look at that tuft of hair that has just come out. It's so thin. Look at what the extension was on. It was just on such a tiny bit of hair. I reckon it has ripped out a bit of my hair anyway, so I could just tuck that behind my ear. And I would advise doing that rather than having the braid fall out. So if you do have braids that are like struggling, oh look, I've got another one. I'm tempted to take this one out as well. Like it's gonna rip out anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one out as well. I don't know if you know what I mean when you've had extensions in for a long time, and like some of them you just feel, it feels very uncomfortable, and if I let it stay in any longer, it's gonna just pull out my hair like it did with the one up there that I was telling you about. Oh, and this one, like at least I've still got a bit of hair on here. Come closer. Come closer. I don't know if you can see the, is it called lint? The build up that happens when your real hair meets the braid, the extensions. So I've just sprayed it with a bit of, you know what, it needs oil. He needs oils because it's, and I'm just separating it with my finger. You can use a rat tail comb if you want to, just to comb out the lint. Oh yeah, that was pulling so bad. I might just wrap it round another braid. Whether it stays or not is a whole different scenario, but that might keep it safer. Somebody screaming in the comments, no, don't do that. That should suffice for now. That's basically how I've been maintaining my hair. I'm tempted to wear my hair on this side now. I feel like I know why this side is breaking more than that side. It's because I've had more, this side has been more exposed. I've had more tension in this side. That's what I reckon it is. And so I would advise moving forward that if you have your hair in braids, or like mine, is that to alternate where you have your parting, unless you're gonna have your hair all back. But I always usually have my hair down on this side because this is my better side. Whereas this, it's all right, but you know, what do you think? What do you think? That's it for my braids. If you have any questions, comments, or any feedback or any suggestions for me for maintaining my hair like this for so long, please do comment below. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you've made it to the end and you haven't subscribed, don't disrespect the ting. Hit the subscribe button, and also while you're there, hit the notification bell, because YouTube are taking a mick out of my life, they're taking a mick out of your life. Not only that, is I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be, and I want you not to miss a video. So therefore, just hit the bell. Just hit the bell so that you can be updated. And until my next video, think smart, work hard, make it happen.